this shit now.
Hello, people. It is Friday morning, and it's me, Ask Mike. I am here on the F.A.C.T.S Podcast, the F.A.C.T.S Podcast, with the lovely ladies of the F.A.C.T.S Podcast, and we are here. And they had a busy week. I had a busy week. Everybody had a busy week. Hey, y'all, guess what I did?
Oh, Lord, what you done
What
did?
you do?
What did you do?
I was pulling up in inboxes like Kobe.
Oh, God.
Listen,
You was
but
doing
listen,
your shot,
listen. So I had two.
Did you hit a shot or what?
Yes. So two of them, one of them I hit the shot, but like I said, I wanted the ball back, so that one don't count.
Oh, so you definitely was Shaq at the line.
He was a catfish.
No, she wasn't a catfish. She's a real
Yes, he
person.
was
She
a
just mean it.
catfish.
She
That's
just mean
not
as hell.
nice.
She was
You
mean as
thought
hell. I
she was
like,
cool.
damn. Huh?
I said you thought she was cool, but
Nah, her ass is mean, man. She mean as hell.
And
And
I don't
then
like them.
the other one, that one, she got me off my Ron Osley. I'd be like, la 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 la.
Did she hang up when you did that?
Huh?
Did she hang up when you did
I
that?
never did that on the phone with her.
Thank God, because you would have scared her away.
Okay.
That's just the feeling I have.
Oh.
You know, that's just the feeling. I thought I'd come to you guys and tell you guys first, and then the rest of the world.
Oh, well, we appreciate your honesty.
He was shooting in the gym.
Hold on, so y'all not happy for me?
We are extremely happy because, but are you going to go outside? That's the next question.
What?
Are you going to go outside?
Mike be outside.
Right. You ain't been seeing me on Facebook and Instagram. What's wrong with you?
Oh, excuse the hell out of me.
We're going to stop these
That's
lives
only been
this
for like
week.
the past week and a half, though.
Huh?
So are we gonna start for Love of Mike? Because I have like the first candidate here.
Hold on.
Nah,
Wait.
we can't start the Love of Mike.
No. I'm not
No.
kissing these joints in the mouth.
This month was set up.
She's 5'9". She's brown. She's 5'7".
Wait, I thought she was 5'9".
I thought she was 5'9" too, but I'm 5'1.5". So my bad.
Hold on, who the hell is this? Y'all
She
got somebody. Y'all about to set me up.
She's 5'7". She's a black stallion.
What the fuck? I don't want no woman that's calling herself no stallion now.
Yeah, I am. Follow me on IG, Big Dog Black.
Bullshit.
She said follow her on IG, Mike.
We heard her.
Listen, we're not doing this. We're not doing this because I heard the voice. We're not doing this.
Why should be on it when he see me?
Uh-oh.
We're not doing this. We're not doing
Hold
this.
up. For the love of Mike.
Why?
No, we're not doing this. For the love of
Okay,
tea.
we're gonna find you a good church girl, okay?
For the love of tea. That's what we're doing. That's what we're going to do.
No, we're not.
We can hook her up without her knowing. We can send somebody to her.
Well, what good would that do if we don't talk?
That is true. I'm just trying to get the heat off of me, man.
You trying to have us with a restraining order?
Hold
Some
on,
man just
guys.
show up at somebody's house with flowers, talk about hey.
Like, what if the girl that I just
Before we
said? What if I just said the girl? The girl that I said la 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 la. What if she hears this and now y'all trying to set me up with somebody? Now I'm short. I thought y'all was supposed to be my friends.
I thought you
why
said
would
she ain't
you
like
be
your
short?
ass.
No. I said I shot 2 shots. One of them joints I want back because that shot was I shouldn't have shot it, but I made it though by luck. But
It's okay.
The other
It's
one,
2021.
Should have shot at Black Stallion.
the other shot I made, and it's great. It's going great.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
What's up.
y'all trying to set me up.
Anybody try to set you up? We ain't know. But that's what's up. We happy for you.
We are happy for you, but
Yo, I don't believe y'all. So I'm gonna kick it to Mo.
Because you meet people.
No.
Hold on.
But before we go to Mo, I do have something I want to say. I would like to share.
Yeah, girl. Okay, girl.
Are y'all ready for this? Roses
Ready.
are red, violets are blue. Fuck the love guru and his scalloped potatoes because that shit ain't work.
Oh.
Wait. First of all, it wasn't the scalloped potatoes that didn't work. You can't rhyme.
Oh my god.
It wasn't supposed to rhyme. It was coming for you because last week it was fuck this person and fuck this person. So this week the heat is on you.
Damn, the recipe did not work. Okay.
I need a refund.
How didn't it not
Because
work?
the recipe got somebody's sister beat the fuck up. So
Hold on, wait, what?
Work.
Pause. But yeah, the recipe ain't work.
Hold on, wait.
Okay, just skip
So-
that part.
No.
Skip that
I
part.
would
Did
love to
someone-
skip that part, but we could definitely edit that out. But I definitely got to hear more about that. So how did you, what happened with these potatoes?
Yeah, I want to know because I'm confused.
I
How
made
did
You
you
make
get
them from
this?
scratch or like what happened?
No, I just made the potatoes, trying to be nice. And yeah, it didn't happen. No show up. I mean, it was a call and it was a good reason. Why?
Oh, see. You can't say fuck the love guru for that.
Yeah,
The love guru
no.
said the man had to eat the potatoes.
No, the potatoes are supposed to bring the
No.
people in.
No. He's not supposed to know anything about the potatoes being there.
Bullshit.
I said that.
No, you
did you
didn't.
tell him what you was cooking before he came?
Yes.
Yeah,
See, that's what.
because he asked.
So the love guru people out there that thought the love guru was wrong. The love guru cannot make up for people not using common sense. So that's
What?
not the
Common
love
sense?
guru's
How's
fault.
that common sense? It's definitely the love guru's fault. How's that common
No,
sense?
it's
If I
not.
call you and be like, Mike, what you making for dinner? You're gonna tell me.
No, not if I'm making something that's supposed to be.
I mean, I really feel like scalloped potatoes aren't special. Do y'all feel like okay? I got two dudes.
This is a bigger
I have
situation.
two
They
dudes
are
sitting right
special
here.
sometimes, okay?
Do y'all feel like
Yes.
scalloped potatoes are special?
No, I
Yes.
feel like
Gotta
they
have the
come out of a
asparagus
box.
on the side with it.
My
They
friends over here said nah.
That's because they don't know what they're talking about. That's one.
They do
Two,
know what they're talking about.
Hold on, let me finish. Scalloped potatoes are good when you don't know you about to have them. If somebody just be like, yeah, I'm about to make some scalloped potatoes. You want some scalloped potatoes? Niggas gonna be like, oh no.
Who's
But if
gonna
you
say
make
no?
some-
You cannot turn down scalloped potatoes.
Yes, you can.
No,
If
you
don't want
can't,
none.
bruh.
If you
But
don't
they're
feel like
they're
it.
good. So regardless, if somebody just pulls up and like, hey, I got some scalloped potatoes, you're not gonna
Listen.
turn them down.
We cannot lie to the fans. The love guru is right. The love guru.
If you say so, every advice we've taken from
well, you
attempted to take from you.
no,
it
only
always
you,
just goes.
only you, only you.
I don't listen to you. I just try to, be a good friend and support the love guru cause because sometimes some of the shit you be saying be on point. But then sometimes I'm like,
Dynasty
Now.
listens to me and it worked.
okay,
Mo
she
listened
got
to me.
scalloped
Wait.
potato.
Mo
No,
listened to
I'm
me
in
and she
that-
got her feet.
Wait a
rubbed.
minute, I need Dynasty to
Hold
speak
on.
for herself.
Hold on.
'Cause
Now, yes. Now I am live and direct with the man that I made scalloped potatoes for.
Thank you.
I will find out. Can I reach out and ask him for an honest answer to this question?
Reach out
Oh,
and
no, I'm
touch
sorry.
your
Let
neighbor.
me be clear. Not an honest answer from another male perspective and see if we hear the same results. Is that
Only
okay
if
with
you
you,
ask
Mike?
the question in a certain way. You can't
Only
ask.
if I ask him a certain way. Okay,
Yes,
he can
you
hear
can't say,
So go ahead,
do you
ask
like
the question.
scalloped potatoes? You have to say, if someone made you scalloped potatoes out the blue and you did not know, I don't know how you ask that question and answer that question.
Well, he was listening to you just now. So, dear, if scalloped potatoes
aren't that special.
out the blue, you didn't know. How did that make you feel? He said it
See?
makes him feel good.
Told you. I'm trying to tell you.
But that's bullshit. If you make
Definitely
any
better than
dude,
rice.
It's definitely better than rice. But if you make any dude food out of the blue,
better than
they're
rice.
gonna feel. They're
if you make a dude
special.
a fucking toasted sandwich out of the blue, and you make a nigga scallop
Who the
potatoes
fuck
out
is
of the
about to
blue.
make him a toasted sandwich? I'm speaking about good food in general. Like you really cooking. If you make some nigga some shit out of the blue, he gonna be appreciative and he'll be like, "Ooh, you ain't have to do this."
What though? What is something that a woman can make?
So now let me rephrase the question then, honey.
Because scalloped potatoes are on the table.
Have I
that
not
makes
made
it better?
scalloped potatoes out the blue for you before? Has that occurred?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you all hear his answer?
What'd he say?
Well, let me get closer.
Wait, he said,
have I or have I not made
He
scalloped
said
potatoes
yes,
for
but
you before? Okay. And was it special because you did not know about it and just had it for dinner?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what
now,
I'm trying
if
to
she
tell
would have
you.
made you green beans and macaroni and cheese, wouldn't you have felt special too?
Nah, that wouldn't have hit the same.
Thank you, because it's something that we already know that you don't make.
JR don't count, dog.
No, I'm trying to. Listen. Love guru. I'm love guru mode. I wasn't in love guru mode before, but I'm in love guru mode. If you make a steak for a dude, that does not count. If you make,
you said if you cook a steak, it doesn't count. Okay.
No, a steak don't count because we used to that.
But why wouldn't the steak count?
Huh?
Because they're used to that. They want something that you don't get every day. You can't
Scalloped
find
potatoes is not
at every
something
restaurant.
dudes make on their own. Scalloped potatoes, we don't be just sitting around the house, oh, let's make some scalloped potatoes. But the fact that you made the scalloped potatoes, you didn't tell me you was making scalloped potatoes, and you probably didn't even know that I liked scalloped potatoes.
So my two friends over here say you tripping.
Hey, well, I don't know. Maybe they might be. Maybe they might be over there eating Chick-fil-A and cheeseburgers. I don't know.
No, not even. They said scalloped potatoes isn't any more special than a steak.
Okay, now hold on. Now your friends, crazy. Are they male or female?
They're both males, and they're very stand-up dudes. They're not, on that bullshit.
Oh no! That has nothing to do with it.
It has a lot to do with it because if you ain't shit, you getting cold raviolis out the can. So yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you tell you hot dogs.
So they said a steak is better than scalloped potatoes.
Yes, I will put them on right now.
No, I'm asking you.
Yeah. Say what y'all said. A steak is better than scalloped potatoes. Yeah. No, the lamb is better than all that.
Thank you, Mo. Lamb is better than all that.
Yes, lamb is something else I was going to name, but we stuck.
Yeah, because nobody's cooking lamb all the time.
Nobody's cooking scalloped potatoes all the time.
I'm not gonna hold you. That kind of was a staple in my household, but you got it.
That's the point.
I'm gonna let you have
That's
it.
the whole.
To me, they
point.
not special. So
if my mom made it and I ain't had it in a long time, it is special. And that's most dudes. If they don't go to their mother's house regularly and get food for their mother all the time, or they don't live with their mother no more, they still remember stuff their mother makes. So the fact that you make it now, and if it's good, oh, you in there. That's all I was saying.
So what if your mother made some bomb greens and macaroni? I'm still stuck on that part. Like, what is the significance of these potatoes?
Because it's something that we don't always eat. We can make those things out. How many do? Matter of fact, do a poll in the F.A.C.T.S Podcast group and ask the dudes how many dudes has ever made scalloped potatoes on their own.
Why are we having a whole
I didn't bring it up.
survey about scalloped potatoes?
Because it's definitely that serious.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So let's flip over to the breakfast side.
Okay.
If your woman make you fried apples, are you feeling special?
Yes.
Definitely.
Dudes don't make fried apples. Like, we don't do fried apples.
So what type of drinks have you been messing with? Because it seems like you just have all your meals is special or something. Because I'm confused. I mean, he's just throwing them all out there. It's all good.
She asked the question. I'm gonna be honest. I've never made fried apples on my own, ever. But my mom did. And then I had a chick that made them for me, and it was good.
Lord have mercy. Oh, let me see.
Is this still the love guru talking?
Huh?
Is this still the love guru talking?
Yeah, name another food.
Name what? Breakfast?
Yeah, breakfast. Name another breakfast.
Shit, corned beef hash over grits.
See what I mean? That's what I'm. See, Trinnie see, you know what, Trinnie? This week we are friends again.
No, because fuck you, Mike. Big Bird.
See, listen. This.
No.
This is the second F Mike of the show, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass it to Moe because I have nothing else to say. I'm trying to be friends with everyone.
Oh, Mike, I'm still your friend. I'm still your
friend. You blew me up last week. So this week you want to be nice.
He did. Yeah, he did go about your complexion.
No, and then you gonna remind
you guys didn't have to battle the light skins last week.
Come on.
Sure did battle the light skins.
Said because I do remember you saying because Dynasty the darkest person on the show, and I'm like,
I didn't mean it like that, Dynasty. What are you talking about?
I mean, you might not have.
Sounds like you've hurt some feelings, Mike.
I think that apology that I'll be doing this 15 minutes into the show. No way, this show's gonna start like this. I'm not editing none of this.
You called me a darkie. You said Dynasty the darkest person on the show, and I was like,
Lord have mercy, I didn't say it like that.
But you did, because you called me fake light skin. You was like, you was light skin last week.
Hold on. Y'all not about to paint me against black women.
Wow. We're not painting you against black women. We know you love your brown women and your light skinned women. You love all women.
You don't like people about complexion. What you're saying?
I'm yellow.
Oh wow!
I told him I had black stallion for him, right? Yeah.
This is crazy. I can't believe that y'all do. Okay, I got something for y'all later on. Don't worry.
I put it like this. I think I'm very accurate in my portrayal.
Nah, you turned on me. You turned coat. I'm now on. Your name is Cleo.
No.
Until you get them cornrows out your hair, your name is Cleo. Says you want to turn on me.
So now you're saying that I'm so black that I'm blacker than black because of my cornrows.
No, Cleo from Set It Off.
You said I'm so. I Set It Off. Cleo was with a woman. I'm sitting next to a whole man right here. Don't do that. We're not doing this. Don't compare me to Cleo. Go ahead and go on with your little show. Tired.
None of this shit.
We're not doing this today. I can't breathe.
We're not editing none of this. Oh man. Y'all see how they treat me.
First of all, I thought Dynasty's son popped up in the damn camera. That wasn't her son.
Oh man, Mo, what you got, man? Please, so we can have this normal show, please. We can't do this.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off and just let you guys know.
You're not gonna go on me too, right?
No, not this time.
Damn, okay, I hope you will say, you know what?
I mean, I'm a little tipsy, so I'm not trying to go on anybody tonight.
Go ahead. What's your point?
Okay, so it's National Poetry Month. And actually, it's a lot of things month. So just to let y'all know as well, what the hell are my kids doing? Hey, kids, sit down. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It's National Poetry Month, and so I'm going to be reading a poem today. And so this poem is called On the Pulse of Morning, and it is by Maya Angelou. And the poem goes like this. A rock, a river, a tree, host to species long since departed, marks the mastodon, the dinosaur who left dry tokens of their sojourn here. On their planet floor, any broad alarm of their hasting doom is lost in the gloom of dust and ages. But today, the rocks cry out to us, clearly, forcefully. Come, you may stand upon my back and face your distant destiny, but seek no haven in my shadow. I will give you no hiding place down here. You created only a little lower than the angels who have crouched too long. The bruising darkness have lain too long, face down in ignorance, your mouths spilling words, armed for slaughter. The rocks cry out to us today. You may stand upon me, but do not hide your face. Maya Angelou.
Okay, Mo, we got
my snap tag on. Come on now.
Okay. R.I.P. Maya. R.I.P.
Yes. And her birthday was like a couple days ago as well, April 4th. So
happy birthday. That's perfect.
Wait, that's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Maya. And Jill Scott. That's her birthday too.
Well, all right.
Okay, so moving along, just to let you guys know.
You're totally crazy just now.
in politics right now. We got a lot of just crazy things going on right now. And so I had updated you guys last week about Kamala doing the immigration crisis with like everybody who's had their input in on it. And so basically they were waiting for her to like give a response on like what she was going to do or things like that. So basically she was able to form a team of, her committee or whatever, for the immigration policy. And so basically they're working with a lot of people from Mexico and different Central America countries just to kind of figure out what's going on. And it is like, I'm reading about it, y'all, and it is just so crazy because there are so many people working on this issue right now. And last week I had said like, oh, they were just looking at her like, so what you gonna do? Like, we're waiting for you to hurry up and do something. Well, honey, she went and rounded up people from El Salvador, Honduras. I mean, and all these people are very, very good friends of Biden. So that should make it a lot easier for her to get, her ideas in there and get things moving and things like that. Like, and a lot of these other people that are working with her as well, they were like advisors to Barack Obama on a lot of Latin America affairs. So we're just really eager to see what she's going to be able to do for, our Spanish friends and things like that, and just kind of get the ball moving. Because like I told you guys, they have a lot of children down there at the border. A lot of these children came over without parents and things like that. A lot of these children are not speaking English. You know what I'm saying? So we have to figure out, what do we do with these people and how are they going to be placed into the American society? And even though a lot of times we don't think about those things on a day-to-day basis, but we wonder why there are so many foreigners in our country and things like that. But to respect the fact that these people are not just coming here, just to take our jobs and things like that. These people, to me, they kind of earned the right to be here. They done ran across the border and all this, and it ain't like they come in to do no BS. Half the time they come in, I'm seeing folks, a lot of my good friends started businesses, things like that, and they did come from a lot of different Central American countries, and from what I heard, it was not good there. You know what I'm saying? The water's bad. It was, problems with the government, a lot of wars. And it's just crazy how they were living. So they left. Yeah, they want to live here. How we living? And not saying here is great. Just, oh, honey. It seems like we have a lot of problems going on here as well. But definitely safer. Definitely give them the support that they need. And they're coming over here. They're learning the language. They're finding jobs. I'm seeing more and more Latin Americans in positions of power now. So definitely, they definitely earned it, Anybody?
No, I think you just bodied it. I was going to say something, but you bodied it.
Yeah, I mean, well, to piggyback off what you said, like as far as they've earned it, we really have to think about, okay, we can sit here and joke and say, damn, they slaving like Mexicans, right? Like, that's the joke. Kiki, ha, 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 right?
But that's what you want. That's the determination.
They work hard.
No complaints.
They work hard, and they work for less. Their pay is very
because
minimal.
I really think that their pay, they're not worried about the pay. They know their worth.
Exactly. And they know that they're going to get that work done. So they like, shit, y'all can talk all the trash y'all want about 17 of us packing up in this Corolla. But I tell you one damn thing.
You have to do that.
We going to get that work done. We ain't going to charge you no whole lot. And we about to buy us a mansion because all of us about to live together. Like, people think that they don't have the greatest education and they don't, you know what I'm saying? It's because they
about the smartest folks I done met almost, because if you can do that and you see how they run their households, they might start off in a two bedroom shack. Oh, but they moves up, honey. You feel me? Maria be in the kitchen cooking. Sarah is doing this. Juan done went here. He done got the check. Someone else got the six pack. Everybody does their part and takes care of everything. There don't be no fights. They clean up. They share family traditions. Like they still keep the family traditions going. They do things as a family.
You're absolutely right.
Each other,
She's absolutely right. That's what happened.
They all party till 7 a.m. outside.
I was just about to say that too. But you got to think about it. That's why they prosper so much, because they work together. Nobody is like, it's almost like, they don't treat each other like crabs in a barrel. Everybody,
nobody is greater than the other person. They all look out for each other. Exactly.
Yeah, but not only that, but they're not quick to tell their, the adolescents or the young adults growing up, okay, you 18, get out. Okay, you 21, get out. I think we're one of the only races that does that. Like, all right, you 18,
which is very
you got to get out. Like, understand the mindset. We're trying to push our kid, and I'm saying we because I'm saying us as a whole. I'm not saying us individually. We're trying to wait till our kids turn 18 so we can push them out the door so we can get our life back. But meanwhile, Becky, Ahmad, Mary Olebu, all of them got their kids living in their house because the kids are still in college. They still, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure the world out. Meanwhile, we just like, all right, you 18? All right, bye. I'm gonna holler at you. See, these Hispanics, these Mexicans, they not, they're like, nope, you gonna live here? All right, you gonna live here, you gonna work, you gonna help us.
Yeah, and everybody, and they get that money and they send it back to the country for the rest of the folks that's still over there, because our dollar goes a lot further over there.
Yep.
Facts.
Yep. It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense the way that we're so greedy, but yet
if that was one of my cousins, they would never send no money back, probably. You feel me? Like, I'm just thinking about it, like us as Black people. You won't see nobody really, once people make it and get good, they be done.
Mm-hmm. I can't really speak on that, but I'm going to just say facts from a personal standpoint.
I think that's part of the mind fuck, though. Because we've been, I think, like every nationality that y'all name, for the most part, they know their heritage. So, we still.
And I feel like we know ours too, but I don't think so. We don't know ours in the sense where it's not accepted. Like,
we don't got nowhere to go back.
We as Black people can't accept that a lot of things are unknown or has been altered or things like that. So people think our heritage is like gangs and shit. Like, that's what these niggas think their first roots is. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just be a gangbanger. Like, and you don't know shit about gang life at all.
No, that's not what I mean.
Know why those gangs really were established. They think they know, but they don't really know the depth behind it. You know what I'm saying? So all they want to do is gang instead of getting involved in their community in a political way to draw people together. They do the complete opposite of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's not how things are supposed to go. Only thing I see people teaching other people are like those trades. Like, I see a lot of electricians and a lot of Black men doing things like that. And they're able to teach those things to other Black men if they really have a passion for it. But people that are just like, oh, I'm up and I don't want nobody else to know the secret, it's a lot of people like that.
Oh, no. I agree. I think, but I'm saying from a different standpoint. Like, for example, if you come to America and you're Jamaican and another country just comes over to America and starts bombing America, you can go back to Jamaica. The rest of us don't know where we go back to. I don't know what country I'm from, where my blood come from. Like, all those
you better get on Ancestry.com.
I mean, yeah.
Right, but we can do all of that, but you got to know where your blood comes from is what you're standing on. So we have to fight for what we have, which is here, and our rights here. Right. You feel me? Right. And a thing that takes place last year, but it shouldn't take for the police to kill someone for Black people to stand up. Black people should have been standing up a long time ago for a lot of different things. You feel me? But
we have been though. We can't say that we haven't. We have.
No, we have. But the sad part,
I mean, us as a fucking whole, like we did last year.
We did. No, yeah, but see, we did before that. We did before that. Martin Luther King died for that.
We wasn't getting as much as exposure as we are getting now.
Our generation of people, they are not doing that.
I disagree. I disagree. I think our age group is doing what they can do to manage, because I think people forget it's COVID. Like, that's why everybody not out there for real. I mean, I think
but even before COVID, when there were a lot of different issues going on, nobody has an interest in it because it didn't affect them personally. Until it affects you personally, that's when you go out there.
Yeah, but no, I think when it comes to a specific age group, we talking about the younger age group, they make noise because they see other people making noise. Now, like you said, it don't affect them, you know what I'm saying? Like right in their homes. But if they see, oh, my friends feel some type of way that this man died, let me tune in. It's like they wake up for a minute and then they doze back off when the shit died down.
Right. And so that's the part I'm saying is the dozing off when the shit dies back down. It's not just about police killing Black people. It's about Black people having equal rights and knowing that our rights are affected, and how do we fight for our rights that we are really supposed to be fighting for, not just that one issue. There are so many other issues Black people need to be tapping into. For one, gentrification affects a lot of different things. Nobody tapped in on that, especially in DC, until the shit happened down Florida Avenue at the T-Mobile thing. You know what I'm saying? And it was like that caused for everybody to come out. Go bands, everybody. But where were all these people when they were trying to take different neighborhoods away, or when they were doing things out of our control? Nobody was there to protest and say anything there except for 10 people showing up to a community meeting. Like, we have to really be more involved on what is going on, because there are different laws for different parts of the city. There are different laws for different jurisdictions, and you have to know those things.
She said everything that she right. She right, because
she is right. But I will say, with the gentrification, yes, it does suck, and it, you know, a lot of people lost their jobs, you know, their homes. I get that part, but then also you kind of got to look at the plus side of the gentrification too. It's not just all bad, but yes, they could have.
It's not that it's all bad, but you have to be fully educated on what's going on.
For us, it is.
For us, it's yes, because it's kind of pushing the Black people out. So DC has flavor, but it's, you know, I don't. What is a place that we can compare it to?
I mean, it's totally different than when we grew up. So
I mean, big facts, because the Florida Avenue market, that kind of hurt when they closed that.
A lot of different things hurt, but we did not fight to keep these things like we were supposed to. So they will take it away if you don't have an interest in it.
Prime example, like to Moe's credit, prime example, George Floyd case started that Monday. Everybody in the Black community talking about Lil Nas X.
Right.
We get distracted.
Instead of being in tune with the case, everybody knows about Nas X, but don't nobody know nothing about the case. Some people didn't even know the case was going on.
We talk about Quavo and Sweetie from an elevator video that was a year ago.
Right.
On the same day that the trial started, and everybody sitting up there, nobody peeped the game. Nobody peeped game. It happens every single time, and I do agree with Mo on that. Like, we do fall for that. Like, I can speak for myself, and I can speak. Well, I can't speak for Trinnie, but I can speak for what Trinnie was a part of with me this summer. We only stopped because of COVID. We was out there this whole summer. We was everywhere this whole summer.
And it was a lot of people outside, literally all last year, protesting every day, all day. Like, it was going down. You feel me? But again, I had a lot of good friends that were protesting as well, and the numbers dropped. Yeah. And that's okay. But you got to keep it going. You have to keep it active, that this is what the mission is. It's not even just this is what's going on with the police, but it really needs to be a whole change. Like, it just can't be go protest. What do you do to make the change? Go find out who you need to contact. Contact them. Call them every day. Blow their ass up. Make them have to change the shit.
We should hit up one of them politicians, Trinnie. I got their card.
One of the ones that we were speaking with at the market?
I got the card. I got Raskin's card, and I got Glass's card, and Glass follows me on Twitter, so I'll reach out to him, and y'all can have a conversation. That'd be dope for y'all to have a conversation with him, so y'all can, as Black mothers, y'all can let him know things that our community need and things like that. Because Mo brings up a good point. She brings up a very good point. People think protesting is the end all be all, but it ain't. Nah, that's just to be heard. And then you gotta put in more work.
Look, and then when you just to be heard, and then when you actually get the platform to speak, what are we talking about?
Like right, and then you have to make sure you got those people that we don't know about. It's a lot of other people we could be contacting for change. You feel me? It just takes for you to contact them. They will make stuff happen. I remember, what is this, 2016. I spoke with a lot of people who were on like the Prince George's County Board for different things. And they ended up having like, I don't even think, he's not a mayor. I don't know what the hell they would call him for Prince George's County at the time, but he ended up coming out. Now, when he came out, he really just came out just to like wave and take pictures. He wasn't active with what was going on. He got voted out, sadly to say, like right after that. You feel me? But it was the fact that a lot of these people are genuine, a lot aren't. You feel me? The ones that are genuine, they're waiting for you to call them. They're dealing with issues. They will handle shit. They feel how you feel. They just need 15,000 more of you to feel the same way.
Yeah, I feel it. I'm with you.
But you got to know what you want in your community. You got to know where you stand in your community, and you got to go do things with your community when they have things taking place. You need to be a face in the community so they know when you're out talking about things that you had an interest on this. Because a lot of those things do count when they have these meetings and these hearings and stuff. I don't care if it's just one person. If what they say really affects them, it won't go through.
Hey,
Facts.
As long as you come through with an agenda, and that be the problem. That be the problem. People come out just because they want to do it for show. So you're right.
Right.
Absolutely.
So to lighten the ice, we're gonna do another poem.
All right.
And this poem is titled Can't Breathe, and it is by Kodak Black. You make me new. You motivate me too. I'm fucking with you, boo. I'ma keep it funky with you, boo. When we make love, I ain't got my glove on. When we make love, I ain't got my thug on. Girl, you got me singing love songs. Where the fuck I get this from? I got London on the beat. She fucking like she on the beach. Girl, you fucking with a G. How did you end up with me? Snacks.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Shout out to Kodak.
Shout out to Kodak for his
I was trying to snap
words.
when they really working right.
For his beautiful words. And I just read that because it just reminded me of, I can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I like it. If you read it deeper than that, because I'm deep. I got another sense out of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, it's for me and Kodak.
Not me and Kodak.
Yeah, she did say it's for her.
She love her damn Kodak Black. That's one thing you can't take from Mo.
You gotta meet Kodak.
So going back to everything going on with the trial of Derek Chauvin, basically, if you've been hold on, kids. So
we're real mothers.
Chauvin, basically, he is a clown. You feel me? I had so much, not even gonna say hatred. I'm gonna just say he's just disrespectful, just pew. The way he is, just period, just seeing him, and I'm just like disgusted. Every time I see him, I get sick to my stomach. I'm mad that people are even defending him. Like, who the hell took this case? They were tripping. I don't know. Whatever. But so they found some pills in the car because now they trying to make my man George look bad. So they're like, oh yeah, they found 2 pills in the car. And so the lady's like, oh, but I seen the pills and we tested the pills and they had saliva on them. So I'm just like, as a person who has maybe popped a pill or 2 back in the day, you usually consume the whole pill, right? Like
facts.
I mean, they said my man was a drug addict, right?
Yeah, but that's the part that's
why would he still
why?
have the pill in the car with the saliva?
Exactly.
He would have taken the pill. Who like what? Who done stuck the pill in his mouth, took it out, and threw it in the backseat?
He was licking it. He was sampling it to make sure it was the real thing.
He ain't sample shit.
Not sample.
The only way to sample the shit is to take it.
Man.
What you want to see what it tastes like?
Right.
So they say that the pills look like pharmaceutical drugs, and they contain methamphetamine and fentanyl in them. And they also retrieve like some Suboxone strips, which help people get off of like opioid drugs and things like that. And so they're trying to just, basically be like, oh, he was high. Even if he was high, that was more reason for you to get the hell up off the man.
Yeah, it's just
if you're under the influence of anything, like what the fuck you pressing him down for? He said he couldn't breathe. God damn it.
Yeah, he did.
Facts. But the fact that they're trying to make him out to be like, make it into something else than what it really is. Like, stop trying to say, oh, it was because of drugs.
He was okay. Even if he was high and he had the fake money, he ain't deserve to be sat on for fucking knelt on.
Because if he was from a different race, he would have got tasered or they would have talked him down. But
yes, because never forget that what was it, the white boy that went to the Black Lives Matter, he went to a rally, he walked through that thing.
And shot up everybody, and them niggas was giving him water.
Yes, and they said like, yo, it's all types of things that happen.
The kid,
but not.
That was a kid that did that shit.
But also, the police was giving watching the video. I'm just like, see, if nobody was around, not saying that would have been cool, but I would have understood it. But you got white folks out there, black folks out there. People was out there recording the whole thing. He still ain't get the hell up. At that point in time, it's almost like you doing it on purpose.
Exactly.
The look on his face was numb.
Yeah.
And then the other dude, the little Asian man.
He was from the.
You could tell he was scared as hell.
Yeah.
They gonna burn his ass up too.
Man.
But it was just sickening because as they cross-examine and do all these other things, it's just like they were like, oh, the crowd, they would look like they were posing a threat to the officers. How? They were asking, they were like, help. How was that? Oh, I said, okay. People have like their interpretations in America all wrong. I see that now.
To be honest, like listening to when one of the attorneys for Derek Chauvin, and he was reading what I forgot the person's name, but he was reading what I think this man was a professional MMA.
Yeah.
Yes, and when he was reading, he was like, "So is it true that you said that?" And then they reading the lines, and to hear, I mean, granted, they beeped it out the other day, but I was watching earlier, and he's like, "So you're trying to say that a police officer was not thinking accordingly when he's getting threats from the crowds, like, shut up, we'll beat your punk ass up, you pussy," like to sit there and listen to it, and like hearing. Now, mind you, I'm singing a little. Like, the way it was said, it was extra whitewashed, but it was just the point of you're trying to make it seem like because of these words that this is why this happened, because he received.
No, because you heard the people saying, oh my God, look, oh my God. They were scared, even themselves. The Asian dude bucked at them.
Because the thing about it, honestly, it was more people than police out there. So if they was really, really going to do something to the police officers and really had that intent, something would have happened.
They would have done it right then and there.
Exactly. But the ambulance would have never been able to go ahead and get through. Like none of that stuff.
I want to
they damn near dropped his ass when the stretcher came. Come on now.
I want to ask y'all a few questions, because if I had the opportunity to ask these questions, I definitely would. Now, why did the ambulance go to the wrong location?
Because there were several 911 calls, and of course, we know a couple of them was the cancer ones.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, when he because they've done played the video 50 million times since the beginning of last week. And I also saw this in a trial, I think yesterday. There's a device that is supposed to bind a person that is under the influence of drugs. They say when you're under the influence of drugs, there's a rush of adrenaline that you get that makes you somehow stronger than usual and all these things, right? And they can't get them to calm down. There is, I don't want to mess up the name, so I'm just going to say a device that they use. It's almost like a thick as rope type seatbelt looking thing, and they bind it to your legs and your hands.
Like a zip tie.
Kind of, but it's like it almost look like a seatbelt. But they put it on you to restrain you. Now, they use jujitsu and all of that in police training or what have you. But to see the guy that created the what do you call it? They called it a model. They didn't want to call it a policy. That created, he even said that under no circumstance was what Chauvin did, you know what I'm saying, reasonable. It was excessive. It was unnecessary. For 9 minutes and 29 seconds, you feel like that was the right thing to do. And once you felt that man stop breathing, you still did not remove your knee. You kept it there when EMT got there. You kept it there when the other officers and everybody else was trying to check his pulse. You kept it there. When he stopped talking, he stopped breathing, he stopped moving. You kept it there. When he was no longer a threat, when did you say, okay, maybe it's safe for me to get up so that we can move him to another location because now he needs medical attention. Now he's unconscious. But he was never unruly. Once y'all cuffed him and he was all acting all crazy in the car, and y'all got him out the car and he fell on his knee, he was no longer, you know what I'm saying, giving you a hassle.
He was no longer resisting. He was already...
Right. He was already in cuffs. He was unarmed. He was on the ground. I can't remember what position they called it, but he was face down on his chest. Okay? He was kicking his leg, but once they got his legs, you know what I'm saying, basically, once they got him to calm down, is when he put the knee in the neck. And he was saying he couldn't breathe before you did that. Y'all had him all tussling and shit in that backseat, man, trying to recover from COVID and some more shit. And yes, he is high.
And then he's on the ground now, and he
dying.
still got the knee in his neck.
He wasn't, right, he wasn't dying before y'all cuffed him. So y'all mean to tell me that he died from a drug overdose? Absolutely not. Because when I seen him on that camera when he was in the store, nigga was happy-go-lucky trying to get his shit, get up out of there. He needed his jacks, and he was ready to go.
He was ready to live his best life off his turn up, and it was just turn up gone wrong.
But he was afraid, and it's understood, you know what I'm saying? Why I've seen a lot of people comment on these different lives and these different videos and stuff talking about some Black people are so stupid, they always resistant. If you would just be still and comply, yeah, he wouldn't have been dead and da da da.
Yeah,
you know how many people complied?
That dude probably had the look of death in his eye before they even touched him. He probably knew, like, not like that, but that's probably why, because it's like at that moment, if you ever been under arrest before, you ain't trying to get your hand up. I'm not going with you. But now that I am going with you, you don't have to sit on my ass and my neck. And I'm telling you, I'm down bad. I can't breathe. That's your time to get up off of him. They killed that man on camera, and they trying to justify this fuckery shit.
Drugs. But how many heroin addicts, how many drug addicts do we know that are of other descent?
Functional addicts?
How many? No, not functional. I'm talking about how many white addicts we know.
Yeah,
a lot of them.
Facts.
A lot of them.
We know. Y'all can't say that. Oh,
but I feel like at the point when he felt that man take that last breath, even if he would have got up then, I would have even been a little like, oh, okay, no, you still was there.
I think unfortunately for this case, for a lot of people, it's going to be a rude awakening if you're paying attention, because a lot of people never watched these cases before. So like the way they painting George Floyd right now, this ain't nothing new. They did it with Baltimore Jean. He got killed in his apartment.
What about the guy that got killed in his car?
I mean, because look at Trayvon Martin's case. I mean,
yeah, Trayvon, they did the same thing to Trayvon. They said he was high. Like I said, they said both. And
honestly, I feel like with Trayvon's case, that's almost a little, not saying worse, but I'm saying like that we know, but what the hell? And he got basically off with that bullshit. This shit right here, we watched this in another manner, like this was live, basically.
Yeah. This and Philando Castile. That's who Trinnie was talking
Yes.
about.
He
Right, he
was
was killed in
complying.
front of his
Philando.
daughter and his girlfriend.
And his girlfriend. Like, you complied.
He was killed in...
You complied. Not only did you comply, but you let them know, listen, I may have something in my car. I'm letting you know now, but I'm registered. Like, why you still trying to draw your gun? I'm letting you know what's in here. If I'm trying to be on some sneaky shit and get you first, why would I be telling you what I had? You know what I'm saying? If I'm complying with you completely. So it doesn't have to do anything. It doesn't have anything to do with complying with officers and just let them take me. How many of y'all, no, not only complying, but how many white people have we seen walk up the street with AKs on their back, handguns on their hip, all this shit, and they yelling in the police officers' faces? Why y'all ain't shoot them?
Exactly. You're right.
But
I mean, the Capitol was prime example of
with a
white
$20
privilege.
bill. You could have wrote me a ticket for the $20 bill. You could, you know what I'm saying? You could have just let, you know what I'm saying? Let that be a lot. That's petty. $20. I could see if he went in there with $500 and was trying to, you know what I'm saying? But $20. This man lost his life over $20. It wasn't about he lost his life because he was taking drugs. It wasn't. He was a
So how do y'all feel about the
addict.
store owner? Do you think something should happen to him, or like as far as charges or something of the sort?
Well, he was doing his job.
That's a tough case.
Yeah.
That's tough.
He was doing his job.
Tough.
Like the little boy, the little clerk, he even said, I wish I would have never said anything. I could have just paid that out of my paycheck. Now I feel guilty. If I wouldn't have done that, this man may still be alive. Do you know how much pressure is on that young man's heart?
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot. This whole thing that the whole world knows about happened because you reported a $20 bill, counterfeit $20 bill, had no idea that George and Chauvin knew each other or had altercations before in a nightclub through, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like, he had no idea. But now that all of this has happened, and almost a year later, he's like, I wish I would have never did my job the way I was told. I wish I would have never reported this because now this man that lost his life.
Yeah.
That's very unfortunate for that young man.
And that's going, oh my gosh, that's going to follow him for the rest of his life. Like,
yes.
Because you know, like when his daughter turns 18, it's probably going to be a big thing or something. It's going to be something, but that's going to, you know, that's a little girl lost her dad. And then again, over a $20 bill.
Meanwhile, George didn't go home. He didn't make it home to his family. But Chauvin made it to his family.
Because it's going to take more than us protesting. We really have to figure out how to do the reform for the police because it's just not right. Who's going to give the police their law? You feel me? Because a lot of times, a lot of shit is just brushed over.
Yep. Yeah. Niggas fall back to sleep. That's what I'm saying. They doze back off. When things die down, they don't think, they're not worrying about it as much. They're not thinking about it as much until the next person dies and it gets aired all over the world. Then they want to wake back up and raise hell. Half these young kids that be out here rioting and shit, half of them don't even know what they're out there for. They just out there to make a mess. That's not how you do it. I understand majority of y'all are upset. But we, like Moe said, we
and
have
that's
to
not how
figure
to
out
do
a
it.
way to answer.
But I feel like I'm not opposed to some of the uproaring with a protest because at the end of the day, if you know a real protest and you know real rioting and things like that, it's certain levels to certain things. But you don't go outside and your first thing is not let's fuck shit up. That's not how it goes. Because it's like a standoff with who you're having this riot against. The objective is to make the other people jump first.
Right.
I think
really ain't nobody supposed to jump first at nothing because I mean you're trying to make it peaceful, but at the end of the day, if you're there to protest, you are the person who has the issue. You don't start the problem off with a punch because that ain't protest. Now you just fucking shit up, and you know
that's my point.
Just do that.
That's my point.
I don't care how mad you are, you can't do that. That's not how you get things done. That's how you get a charge. And so a lot of people, just to brighten your, horizon on things from that Capitol thing, it's a lot of them white boys about to get in trouble too. Because they was all up on the Facebook Live and tagging themselves and all of this. And like I'm saying, here we go again with the social media affecting different cases and things, because the government retrieved 1,600 electronic devices and over 2,000 tips, which helped them basically put together who they about to go get.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they on it.
But again, the police don't want us to video them doing terrible things, but they want to use other people's videos. I'm just not understanding it all.
But why they not talking about that shit, like how they on the search for all these people? Why they not like blasting that shit all over the news? They'll blast.
They are to a degree, but a lot of these people, man, I'm telling you, we don't know what the fuck has been going on up there at that Capitol with who they got ties with. It's probably people that did that shit. Bunch of white people, they don't want to be known, because to me, it's like baby KKK.
It depends on what news you watch. Trinnie's right to a certain degree, and Moe right to a certain degree. If you watch Fox News, they not talking about it. But if you watch CNN, they talking about it.
Yeah, Fox is not going to talk about those things, but we came right here. You feel me? And so that's just to let people know too. You got to be in tune with what you watching, because Fox is only going to show you but so much. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these
they're gonna show you their view of
man,
things.
they gonna get down to the nitty gritty and let you know from the other perspective on why it's being done.
Right.
Yeah.
And how they tell these stories, you got to be aware. Different networks broadcast things in different manners. Sometimes they're on your side. Sometimes they're on the other side. Sometimes they just create a platform where we just create a controversy.
Yep. But some people, you know what I'm saying, they don't pay attention to the specifics like that. They just watching the news and then running and telling somebody what they saw or what they heard or what they, you know what I'm saying, like what that person persuaded them to believe.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah. You gotta pay attention to what you're watching, because some people see news somebody came out and said that the $20 bill, I don't mean to get back on George Floyd's case, but they said they tried to come back and say that the $20 bill wasn't fake.
I did hear that as well.
They also said he didn't know that it was fake, if it was fake.
But they
I heard that as well.
They also said that, what was it, earlier that day or earlier that week? I don't know, don't quote me. But they said that his friend had counterfeit money in the store or something like that.
They said he came in there earlier that day, and that's what prompted the boy to sit there and run to look at the money again. So I'm thinking, if you watch that footage, you see that, George Floyd is standing there, and then his homeboy comes and his homeboy slides him something. And so that part right there stayed in my mind, because if somebody is trying to do some slick stuff that ain't worked for them earlier, they're going to slide it to you because you're a totally different person. And, that right there, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, it was his boy. Because, like, the thing that got me throughout this whole time is
that's the one that won't speak.
His homeboy or the girl who's in the car, you don't see none of them and all this stuff that's right there. Now, granted, we don't know what they look like. But you
Mike, give me the correct terminology of that shit, Mike. What is it that they're asking for? Immunity for them to be able to come out and talk?
Yes.
Because they pled the fifth. Like they like, nah, nope.
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
The officers pled the fifth?
No,
his friends.
His peoples. He wasn't by himself.
Yeah, the people that was in the car with him and shit.
That's why we haven't seen them talk or say nothing or, been put on the stand. They want immunity. They want anything that they say to not be used against them. Yeah.
Okay, the people that was in the car with George Floyd.
Yes. Did you see the footage when it was time? It was a dude with the red and white. That was his homeboy. If you see the footage when he was in the store.
They were in the Benz truck. And they got, I think the girl and the guy ended up getting out. You see them get out the car and walk like off somewhere.
Yeah.
But he was getting into it, with the police officers.
Right.
So those people that was in the car that was with him, they're like, no, we don't want to talk. We don't want to speak. No. Right. And they're like,
so why do you
immunity,
think that is?
Because they got their own stuff going on.
Exactly. And they ain't trying to get tied up in no bullshit. So they saying, okay, make sure that so that when I talk, ain't nothing used against me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way that they're going to talk. They're asking for immunity.
Like the feds is coming at them like this. We got 5 years on your head. You go in that courtroom and you say anything, that's your 5 years that's on your head. And they like, nah. Like Trinnie saying, nah.
That's almost like a threat tactic, though. What do they call that?
That's what it is. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's how they got the dude to admit that Tupac killer. Because they came at him. He had a whole bunch of heroin charges, and they came at him, and it was like, look, tell us what you know about. Well, they came at him for the Biggie charge, for the Biggie one, and he didn't. He was like, we didn't do Biggie. We had nothing to do with Biggie, but Tupac I do know about, and that's when he snitched and told it on his cousin.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So they like, I need to know that I'm gonna be good before I start talking.
The only thing about this, since you brought George Floyd up, is I don't think that it's if he get locked up, he's going to get locked up. But I think it's going to be how long he gets locked up is what's going to turn. Because I think it's funny that I'm about to say this because white people are at an impulse in this country right now. There's the ones that are racist, that are just blatantly racist. And then there's the ones that are like, yo, I'm tired of being looked at as racist and I'm not racist. So I'm about to start saying something. And this case is going to be one of the things that push that forward, because if you look at the jury, it's 9 white people. So if he gets convicted, he getting convicted by his peoples. So, I mean, hopefully it changes stuff, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm with Moe though. Like, people got to be.
It's sad that we're asking them to see past the facts. We're asking them to see past the evidence. It's there. It's on the camera. You see exactly what happened. But we have to prove it more.
No, you're right. And it's trifling.
They're trying to, in the autopsy, they're trying to say that he didn't die from, what do they call it?
Asphyxiation.
Yeah, that, asphyxiation. So basically, they're not saying that he died from his airways being cut off and he couldn't breathe and that's how he died. They're saying that what was it, Mike? Or who? Well, they saying drug usage, but they were saying that something about his
right. They was talking about other health conditions and
It started happening all at once.
Yeah,
he was recovering from COVID. Yeah. He had other health issues going on, but they were saying at the moment what killed him was because his body overheated and other things happened due to the drugs. Exactly. But they're saying that there were no injuries to his neck. Right. They couldn't find any injuries to his neck, but they saw injuries to his shoulders. And I think he killed that man.
Yeah, even if it was his shoulder, the rule is once he's on the ground, they supposed to ease up anyway.
Right. But once you knew that he was hurt, once you knew something was wrong, once he stopped making noise, period, because he said he couldn't breathe and he was talking, then all of a sudden he wasn't, you should have checked for a pulse, and then you should have called for backup. You shouldn't have waited 9 minutes.
And on top of that, to your point, Trinnie, like this case also, like I said, with the white people, like they're at a crossroads as well. The police are at a crossroads as well with this too, because a lot of the people that are hurting the officer's case is his co-workers.
Yeah.
Like this is the first time that we've seen this this. You know what I'm saying? Like even with the white girl that got locked up when she went in Baltimore Jean's apartment and shot him. Her whole case was she was tired and horny. And usually that shit would work, but her people spoke up. It was like, nah, that shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't right. And they got her locked up. So hopefully some things are changing. I just hope everybody paid attention.
Exactly.
That's the thing. I don't want
crazy world event is going to happen or something like that to try to take our mind off of this. But I ain't seen this much coverage on a trial like this. I swear it ain't never seemed like this since at least OJ.
I am now watching this on Facebook Live at work. That's how
Trayvon. Okay, but then again, like I told Trinnie, I watch these joints. So Yeah, so this joint to me is really no different than any of the other cases for real.
You
From
know, I
watching
think
it.
it's probably because of the fact that I'm home and able to watch it without like any
Exactly.
real interruptions. So like
Yeah.
I'm really watch. It's like I wake up and it's like, oh, okay, so fine. Turn something the kids want to watch, and I turn on and I'm like jumping right into it. So I'm like, okay, where we live off. But it's a different experience for me because I can actually set aside and like just watch and focus on it. And it's messed up, but I
Yeah.
think the biggest thing that people need to remember is that one thing that black people need to remember, one thing that black and brown people need to remember is that these laws were never made to protect us. That was never the case. Like, just understand that the police force came around, but the Klan was around first, and then the police force came around, so they could legally go around and find a way to go ahead and do stuff. So that's the thing that people really, really need to focus on. This was never meant for us. Remember, the Constitution, they still going off all these old things where, what is it, a black person is what, one eighth of a human being? Like this, we need to realize that these things are still in place regardless. We can just do our part and raise our kids to be better and go for a better tomorrow. But we gotta
Part
stand up.
I hate when we say that though. I hate when we say that part though. We got to do better.
What?
I hate
No,
that
we
part.
gotta make a fucking change because they changed up that shit so many motherfucking times that we need to
Exactly.
figure out how to change it up again.
I think
And like,
change is better, but I just hate when we say we got to do better because it's like we've been saying that for decades and decades and decades, and goddamn it, we are
Oh,
doing
we
better,
did better. It
and we
got a
doing
little
better.
bit better, but
better
it's
than our
still the
parents
same
did.
thing. But it's just present day, and we're not used to seeing that old stuff like how we seen in a lot of these videos and stuff. We don't see it every day. So when it does happen and it's exposed, it's such a tragedy. No, these things have been occurring and occur for years and years and years. It's 2021 now. So we see things like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Man, police been fucking with black folks. That's why black folks started gangs.
Yep,
Yeah, what really got me
You
was
feel
like
me? Police
in the
been
case of
doing wrong shit to people. Been doing all that.
they were the
You
ones
feel
that
me?
broke the trust. They were the ones that broke the trust because at one point in time, black, especially older black women, they loved the police. They used to be like, "Oh yeah, Mr. Johnson used to patrol our block," and they knew the police name, and the police was cool with them. And then police started asking black people to snitch, but they weren't snitching on themselves. So it's man, it's fuck man, this world.
I mean, it's rough, but you got to remember too, for black people, the issue with black people and the issue with snitching on black people is always several things. Number one, we can take it back to slavery. You had the house niggas and the field niggas. So right there, you already knew. It was with black people, it's always been an issue of color and hair. And those two things, which seem so, so small, they go into everything else. So what started as a little tiny thing, it goes into a bigger thing. You ever realize that you like grew up with, I don't, well, I can't speak for you all, but I know for myself, like my mother made sure that I knew that me and her were not the same, and we are totally different complexions or anything. My mother made sure that I knew that I was different, and that right there made me feel some type of way. So my daughter is of a lighter complexion, so I made sure that my daughter, she embraced herself, so she loves herself. But when these things, these little teeny tiny things, these turn into bigger things. So now, yeah, so now it's the, like, white people when they see people, my whole issue with bringing up the complexion is that if you ever notice, white people, they more comfortable being friends with a lighter skinned black man as opposed to a darker skinned black man. That situation with George Floyd, it probably would have been a little different. He was bigger than everybody, so you got the height, and then the complexion, and everything. That people are intimidated by that. It's so many things that are way bigger. But at the same time, it would be great if we had a white counterpart to give us their take on this. That would be great to really hear like how they feel, because honestly, it wasn't until cell phones had cameras and all this other stuff and social media that they really can't sit there and say they don't know these things going on. They hear about it, but no, we was just being too
They
sensitive.
never got in depth with it before.
We were being too sensitive, and now here we are, where it's like, oh wow, this really does happen. Oh wow, my coworker one time at one of my former jobs, she had a party. It was for some Tupperware or something like that, right? and somebody put it on the office calendar. And then I remember hearing say, "Oh, no, 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 everybody's not invited." And they were like, "Well, who's not invited?" All the black people weren't invited, but all the white people in there were invited. And then a coworker who didn't know about it was like, "Guys, why didn't you come to such and such's house? We had this there." And we're like, "Oh, I saw it on the calendar, but it got taken off." But it was because she was, and the girl really let us know. She's like, "My father, he feels, a certain way about," and and she didn't even finish the rest of them. We just looked like we don't even know your dad. Like, that's crazy. So these things are deep. These things are deep and way deeper than we know, and people don't care to acknowledge it. So
And
now they
see,
got
they're
to
way deeper than we know. But see, with white people, they have to understand that it's different than white and black. Because even to the folks up on Capitol Hill, they don't give a fuck if your ass is white or black or not. Your ass got a social security number. We're going to get some racks up off your ass. It doesn't matter. It comes down to when white people don't understand, a lot of them are in the same bracket as us. Understand me when I say these things. They are equal to us. It's what they do to make themselves feel more superior. You feel me? Everything that applies to us applies to whitey that makes regular money. You feel me? But the only thing is, whitey always thinks he's better than us, which in turn makes us think we're better than us as well. How we a community and we think we're better than the next person. That's where we fail as black people, because we don't all have the same vision. We don't all have the same outlook. Everybody don't care about equal rights. Everybody doesn't care about just equality, period. A lot of people are comfortable where they're at, and that's fine for them. That's not good, because even if you're comfortable like that, you feel me? You should want more for everybody else.
Mm-hmm. But not everybody thinks like that, like you said.
We just gotta stop getting distracted. That's all.
Exactly.
Black people that own homes and stuff, they not worried about the gentrification going on in certain places. They're not worried about certain things or certain laws because they got they shit already. You feel me? But until that shit trickles down and affects them, you feel me? And it's like that everywhere you go.
So let me ask you this question, Bo. Let me ask you this question. Matter of fact, I ask all y'all this question because I'm optimistic and I think things are changing. I do think things are changing, but maybe that's just me.
No, I think they're changing, but it's a facade. Well. It's a facade, and you got to understand the facade. They come every so often.
Right. I got you. But my question to you is, since we're saying we got to do better, does that mean we got to change all around the board? Like, for example, one of the things that we do good is entertainment. Do we got to change the way we do entertainment?
What do you mean? In sense of like using the N-word?
Like the way we present ourselves.
But you know what? I mean,
so the way we present ourselves is not comprehended well. Because we're going to be black people, and black people are very diverse. Okay, so we use I use the word coon a lot because for one reason coon is a very derogatory word, which is why I've been banned from Facebook 2 times. Okay, but it didn't happen until I wrote it like 8, 9, 10 times, and then all this protest, and then all of a sudden I couldn't write coon. But I'm a coon, I'm a nigga, and all this. But now I can't write that. But that's me, technically, in a book of racial names and slurs. But I can't even use it. If we call a white person a cracker, they get mad. They don't even really call each other crackers, but we call each other niggas because we want to. It's a deeper meaning behind that. Why we still use that word to this day. Niggas have transformed it into something different. You feel me? And they still say it because it's like a fucking acknowledgement that we are embracing that nigga, and we're gonna make it ours because it's deeper than just that. And so I think now America is like in a emotional state where everybody is, oh, I'm gay, I'm a fag, and oh, I'm this, and I'm a woman, I'm feminine, and I'm gonna put a label on everything. Now we got all these labels, but if you call somebody the wrong thing, you could go to court. If you say that the wrong thing, annoying. You could go to court. It's like, where the fuck is the amendment protected at for freedom of speech? Because it ain't no fucking freedom on the shit. But if Whitey says it, oh, it doesn't matter. No, that what the fuck is going on? And when Whitey is saying it terribly. So when we're talking about changing things, those are some of the things that we need to, as just American people, the citizens, we need to know why, what we could do, when we can, we need to know these things and have an input on this shit. Because if they could be down at Capitol jumping up on top of the building and all of that, I should be able to say coon because somebody else says nigger and be commenting on people's pictures about black people. Oh, fuck them niggas. How does that shit stay up there? But I can't say coon.
Facts. Yeah, that's a whole fact.
Big facts.
She's really strong about that word.
She likes her
it
words.
is pretty funny though. It is pretty funny.
It's a lot of other words that are derogatory that we don't be knowing at times that it is. It's a lot of little nicknames that are derogatory that we still use to this day. And that shit is okay, but we cry over small things in America. Or you know what I'm saying? That's why, I know we hate Donald Trump, but that's why I could respect the man a little bit because he just said what the fuck he wanted to say. Yes, it was mean. Yes, it was this, because I do it too sometimes. I say what I want to say, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But also, you got to own that shit. You have to stand on that shit. You can't be offended when somebody does it back to you. If everybody white want to call people niggas, they can't be mad if niggas just start beating the shit out of white people.
Right, because you offended me. I have every right to defend myself.
But it's just it goes with everything, with the gay community, with every little community. Look at the Asian community now. It's with every man. I'm over it.
I think people didn't realize what it was like to be black until they were of another race and they were gay, or they didn't realize until somebody got shot up and everything. They didn't realize what it was like to be black. They didn't realize what it felt like to be targeted. Like all these things that's going on, these been going on to black people. So for us, this is old news. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that it doesn't matter.
I think they realized what it was like to be black, but it was scary because they realized they were equivalent to black at that moment. If you ain't white, you minority.
If you ain't white, I was gonna say they in their eyes, if you ain't white, you ain't shit. That's how they.
If you don't get on board with what they got going on, then you really ain't shit.
Yeah, of course. You ain't shit.
You want to be for the people, and you want to be like this, and you want to be like that. And for everything and for every day, they hate that. Well, and it's some traitor black people that support that shit.
I was getting ready to say,
I don't know why.
We was talking about. Mike said that he was optimistic about things changing, and I'm like, yes, things are changing. We have more people of color in office now. We have Kamala Harris or Kamala Harris, however you want to pronounce it. We have her, in office now. It's like some of these people got the color, but we don't have their support.
Facts.
There are some people out there that's like that. We need to be mindful of that. We need to stop thinking, oh, yeah, that's my man. He black. You know what I'm saying? But he in there on some fuck shit.
Ben Carson
voting against the people. Yes. I didn't want to have to. You know what I'm saying? Throw names out there, but I'm just saying, it's facts.
That broke my heart too, because I read his book when I was in elementary school. I read his book about him being a doctor, him being separated, everything, and I'm like, oh wow, he's from Baltimore. I live in Maryland. This is great that he did this. I had so much respect, such a high regard, and when I heard this, I was like, he's doing what? I'm like, oh my gosh, I was devastated. I'm like, and I just thought what he did was, granted, it doesn't take away his achievements, but I never would have thought that.
But see, that's where you take race out and you put social class in. That's where you put money in. That's when I said race is no longer a factor. It's money talks. And if these black folks got the money talking and they put it in their pocket too, okay, they don't care about the other ones.
But white people can't stand that shit. Some white people can't stand that shit. For us to be winning like you winning.
Yeah, but they'll tolerate a rich black person before they tolerate a poor one.
Of course, because like she said, it's about class.
Because he's the puppet, and they're gonna do still. They're like the runner.
Yeah,
everybody need a token black.
Because they're not killing. They're not killing them. They're not killing the entertainers. They're not even fucking with them for real. They fucking with us, the regular people. So, yeah, Yeah.
The
And
ones
I
that
think
they
it's
know
good
gonna go.
I'm not mad because I be on Facebook a lot watching everybody want to be, their own Malcolm X. And I think it's great. Embrace it. Feel how you want to feel. Everybody's not meant to have the same opinion about everything. Some people look at certain topics more deeply than others. So all you can really do is just respect other people and how they feel. Basically, if you guys are on the same path, well, hey, fight for what you need. Agree to disagree. You feel me? Everybody isn't concerned about the police reform. Some people are more in tune with this infrastructure plan going on. You feel me? So it's all about where your focus is at.
Facts.
In
Well,
in the
Mike, since you,
hood, we don't support a lot of the things, or we don't speak about a lot of the things that we could change in the hood, because a lot of people don't even know where to start at. And then also a lot of people are not even in a good position themselves to go out and speak about certain things because they be in the wrong themselves. But you got to look past that and really know what you're fighting for. What is it that you want a change for? You just can't be like, oh, we just tired of racism and police doing this. We need them to change and stop killing. It's deeper than that.
Yeah, it definitely is. I learned that during that protest. Because everybody kept asking me, it was like, yo, what you doing the protest for? And I was like, yeah, police brutality. All right, cool. What do you want? And I'm like, huh? What do you want? What do you
Right. Like
want?
it's so deeper than that.
Mr. Carter told me that the night before. That's when I came up with the plan. And I was like, I had no clue. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, they killing us. All right, what do you want? Like, what do you want from this? Like, what are you just gonna throw a protest? Everybody out there yelling. It gotta be some stuff that you want. So, to Mo's point, like when you protest, know what you're protesting for. Like, yeah, you protested against police brutality, but what else at the moment are you protesting for? Like for us, we did education reform, bringing different programs back and different things like that. So, yeah, I mean, but you also, I mean, like Mo said, there's so much we can do in the community that we just don't know we can do. But yeah,
facts. Well, you know what? Mike, earlier you brought up entertainment. So entertainment, that's perfect. Shantae, where you at with that entertainment news?
Well, so far for entertainment, we do need to say a little slight prayer for DMX and all that he's going through.
Where my dogs at? Woof, 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 woof.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Lord. But yes, it sucks that he's even going through that. And then the fact that when you read the different reports, how they're like trying to portray him, we all know he had a hard upbringing, he had a hard life, but I will say he's one of the few rappers that truly stayed true, to himself. But yes.
And DMX is a fucking legend. You know what? These young people nowadays, they don't even know the half. You feel me?
It's okay, because if you look at him, you know that he came out in 95, 96, 97. And he don't care what year it is. He ain't going to walk around. He going to still rock his red Timbs. He don't care. But I love that about him. Prayers up to...
He never changed up. To me, he was always the same. Even when he tried to like be a little holy or whatever that was he had going on for a second. Like, I don't even think it was fake. He was just going through his moments. Like,
but he always been the way.
I was about to say that.
I seen him at Love, and he was in there, and I never forget, he got on there, he just started praying, and I'm like, all right, and next thing he's like, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. I'm like, okay.
I mean, it's like, but his prayers though, like, or just his poems, just how he speak, like his music, I'm not gonna hold you. When I listen to his music, like I actually feel it. Like, you know how sometimes you listen to music and it's just like, I'm listening to it
for real.
Right, but you get the vibe for real. Yes. And I have a lot of friends that say like his music has helped them get through like their struggles and their trials and all that stuff. So it sucks that we could potentially, lose a real one, but
exactly.
You know how that go.
Yeah. Prayers up.
Yes, but moving along, I'm pretty sure y'all know about Tiger Woods, right? How he
Yes.
got into the car accident. And so now you see that they're talking about how he was driving, I think, 87 and a 45. And a lot of people are questioning, why hasn't Tiger got any tickets or any charges? Because it's been, what, how long since he got into that
Tiger
accident?
Woods.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, oh man, it's just like how that incident happened with Kevin Hart with that accident, and then they try to act like that thing ain't happened, and it's like,
Right.
like all this stuff just disappeared. So I saw that come up today while watching George Floyd's trial. I'm watching the
Yeah.
trial, and I'm like, how we doing breaking news on Tiger Woods? Hello, like if he what? No.
Right. They say he wasn't under the influence of anything. So that's one positive, I guess. Yeah, it is a positive. But
Yeah. Again, it was breaking news during the George Floyd trial. Like I think it might have went to a commercial or something. I'm like, how is this breaking news? Like this is old news. I'm like, did he
it's
go and
old
get
as
another
shit.
accident right now? He died. Like how did this happen to sit here and do anything with this? So yeah, another setup by the man. Go ahead, Shantae. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I mean, it's just, I just thought that piece of news, like you said, during the trial, was irrelevant. But then also, on a more positive side for my smokers, now in Virginia, starting July 1st, you can carry up to an ounce of weed. So, hats off to VA. And then I also heard
There is so many black men in Fairfax right now that need to be freed from being on Route 1. Lord,
not Route 1 though. Yikes. Whew.
Yes.
All right, so we're just gonna, go ahead and pass it on over to my girl Trinnie.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Oh, hey,
lovely?
y'all.
Hey.
I'm good. Today I wanted to talk about something that happened last week. So I'm on Facebook and I'm scrolling down. Now I'm not gonna give any names because I know, a lot of us know the same people and they may be listening. But I was on Facebook and this young guy posted, he's a small dude, small. And he posted, oh, I think I want a fat girlfriend now because she gonna cook good, she gonna fuck me good, and ain't nobody gonna want her fat ass for me.
Wow.
So
wow.
Initially I didn't see it, but somebody tagged me and was like, uh-oh, Trinnie, you know what I'm saying? He on it. And they knew that, I'm a plus size woman, you know what I'm saying? But I own it. And I'm not going to allow anybody to disrespect me or make me feel less of a person because of my size.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
And
that's so disrespectful.
It is very disrespectful on so many levels.
Because it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
so what's up? I'm not big ass. Period. I'm big a little bit. My stomach be over my jeans. I tuck it in. Like Devo come around the corner. But at the end of the day, fuck that nigga. He's retarded. You feel me? Because there are so many men out here that really, they like big bitches. That's all they like. They wish a skinny bitch would. They would fucking never. They like the cushion. They like the pushing. They like the rolls. They like it all. They know the bitch can cook. Because if you fat and you're listening and you can't cook, you have an issue. Stop putting shit in the microwave. You need to cook. If you're going to be fat, it needs to be from home cooked meals, not because you're fucking eating oodles and noodles out the microwave, boo. Be fat for a purpose. But I feel like that dude, he's very small-minded. If you think that's all you're going to be with that big bitch for, that big bitch going to ruin your life, break your heart. You got her fucked up because I just don't.
Oh yeah,
I know a lot of big
that's
bitches.
Something else that he said too. He said that and fat girls don't cheat or something like that. So I know my girl ain't gonna cheat on me, and ain't nobody gonna want her fat ass with me. I'm like, first of all,
that'd be the main bitch to cheat on his ass with somebody else. She done
That's
been
what I'm
using your
saying.
ass for
'Cause
something,
listen,
and whole time got another little boo. Stop playing with her big ass.
I have never, as a plus size woman, okay, as a plus size woman, I have never said that I want a little nigga. I've never said that. You know what I'm saying? I've never said that in my life.
I've never said that either.
I
If I
never
end up with a little small one, you know,
but
okay.
no,
Hey.
I never said that I want an adolescent looking, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's little, you know what I'm saying? Like when my mother and my grandmother and my grandmother's mother and all them grew up, they was, you know what I'm saying, there was some solid men around here. These niggas is getting smaller and smaller and
What's in the
smaller.
pot? It gotta be
and
something that's
small.
off. Because these
Oodles
niggas
and
is getting
noodles.
smaller. Their shoes is getting smaller. Their pants is smaller than my nephews. It's crazy. Like,
Listen.
But you know what? I'll be honest.
But
I watch 600-Pound Life, and there is a woman every single week, every single time. There
I
is
know she got that little bony ass
she-
man.
there's a dude that put it on the gram where
and
I
they
mean
be
I ain't
having
gonna
a
say it's
person
common
cook for
because it's
them.
ridiculous. But let me tell you, these women, they sitting there, they ain't lacking for nothing. They got a man that is on them, and these are women who cannot even get up to go and shower on their own. They
He
need
bring that bitch
everything.
16 eggs in the morning with 36 strips of bacon to the bedside because her ass ain't getting up.
I saw this man separating the ladies, and I'm not even being funny. He's separating this lady's folds, and he's sitting there. He talking about some turnover, baby. Going ahead, grab some baby powder. He in there in between all the rolls and everything. I'm like, that's the type of love I want.
My baby ain't gonna stink.
Love me.
Shit,
love
her big ass is
I've
not
seen
gonna
a couple
stink.
episodes of it too, and I've seen men and women.
And
They be right there with boo 600 plus pounds. I'm talking about damn near feet. Oh, you want checkers? I'm going to go get 6 burgers because I know he's not going to just eat 4. Like, genuinely be like sad. Like, I'm so sad that I got to buy them, but I just know it makes him happy. Like,
exactly. But it's still the fact that people don't try to make it seem like size. People are not, it's somebody like, all right, cool. You don't like a woman of that size. Okay. That's real disrespectful for you to say that. But yo, who said she was even checking for you? Who even said she wanted
because
you?
people have made fat not
Can you see
cool.
me a picture of that man?
And
'Cause I want
so
to see who has
big
all
bitches,
that.
all the big bitches that like being big and ain't got no problem with it, they don't give a fuck. It's the ones that get big on accident. They're the ones that are fucking up the esteem for the big bitches because they was once small, now they big, and they can't embrace the fact that they got ass and titties now. They just want to be back where they were. You got to embrace what the fuck ever you're in.
Okay, that is my
I done
point
seen some
right
real
there.
big bitches. They look good.
Yes, because you know why? Because they own it.
Exactly.
They own it. But they, like you said, there are some females who got big on accident. But there are some females who have medical conditions. You know what I'm saying? There are some females that, you know what I'm saying, have situations where they can't lose weight or they can't have operations or they can't, you know what I'm saying? They have things, you know what I'm saying? The odds are against them, you know? And those are the women that, you know, well, I'm not gonna say all of them, but sometimes you have women that just don't have the self-esteem because of all they've been through, all they've been, you know what I'm saying, told, or how many jokes have been told on or about them.
Yes, and they need to be
comfortable all of the
in their own
bullying
skin.
and all of, you know, I'm once again not going to say any names, and I'm not going to be specific, but I just spoke to somebody.
I want to see if he should even have these type of thoughts. Like, sir, no, who wants you though? Like, I want to see pictures.
We'll talk about it.
Shit, it's a lot of people that gonna
We'll
want
talk
whoever
about
stop
it,
playing with them.
I just spoke to a friend. You know, it's so real what women go through and they settle for. It's like there are some women out here that think, you know, he said he loved me. Ain't nobody else really ever told me that. So this must be special. And I don't have anybody else. I need somebody to show me some attention. Even though this is the wrong attention, I know that he loves me because he told me he loves me. So I'm going to stay. And even though he hit me, sometimes he be mad, you know, he told me he was sorry and he loved me. So, you know, it's real.
Big bitch?
Huh?
Oh, no, big bitch. You better hit his ass back.
But see, Sometimes they don't
She could use
get
all
a
her weight.
situation
Fuck
like
that, big bitches. If
Oh
big
my
bitches out
God.
there, big bitches,
Shut up.
self-defend yourself.
Oh my God. Mo.
I'm about to
I
put some
mean,
mace on my website. They got us fucked up.
I get your point though. I get your
She
point.
is a mess.
I
But
get it. I get it. But
yes,
Trinnie,
but you
you're
know,
right. You're so right. And because
you
yeah, you
know,
got the person there sit there, they be real nice to you, make you feel like a queen in front of everybody, and whooping your
yes,
ass behind closed doors.
yes. And
And
people
that's when you
say
tell
that,
a
you know,
friend
say
code word.
your
Yeah.
self-esteem and your self-confidence, they always say it comes from within. But see,
Yep.
they don't, I don't want to say they, it's hard to really take that in and use that in life because we are, you know, our emotions are altered by what other people think. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck who you are. You can say, I don't give a fuck what other people think. At some point in time, you care about what somebody said about you. You care about how somebody treated you. You care. You do care. And it changes sometimes the way we think of ourselves. I've had a couple of people, and it's crazy now that I'm thinking about it. A couple of people talk to me within the last week about self-love and self-confidence. Like they're having issues with it. Everybody suffers from something, whether it be mental, whether it be an emotional thing, whether it be, a health issue, whatever. But there's something about us that ain't 100. It's something about us. But the problem comes in when men think that they can degrade women and then tell them that they love them and vice versa. But right now I'm talking about this particular situation. And, you know, as long as you tell them they love them, they're going to stay. So you can, put your hands on them. You can be disrespectful and you can, do whatever you want with them. At the end of the day, we got to start owning ourselves as people, as humans, as women, as men, as people, period. Because there's too many people that lack confidence, self-confidence. We have to start owning whatever it is we got going on. Own that shit. Own that shit.
Yeah.
So you can have the confidence to be able to move out here, because it's like the world wants us to be, a better place, but we do so much fucked up shit to people.
Okay.
Why do we as people, you got people with big hearts and they're like, I want to help. I want to help you. Let me give you $100. It may be my last $100, but I'm going to give it to you because I know you desperately need it. And you're like, okay, thank you. You take it.
Yeah.
Are you ever going to get that person $100 back, whether they ask for it or not? You never know if that person hurting, but are you going to get $100 back?
Yeah.
If they
Why do
asked for the
people
100
do
and
that?
they need it and I got it, they got it. But that was a gift, unless
Not
otherwise.
you. Not no. I'm saying, but I'm just saying our character. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about our character as people. Why do you feel like, like, are you gonna ever give them that $100 back? Would you?
That's deep. I never thought of it like that. Huh. Yeah, because
Would
you
you?
know, they don't do anything.
You know what I'm
You just
saying? We
want
want the world to be a better place, but we do some fucked up shit.
that's
Like,
facts.
like in the situation that I was talking about the guy. You talking about you want love, but you just disrespected that woman before you even met her.
Facts.
Who is gonna want to deal with you with a shallow mindset like that?
And the messed up part is he's gonna
Who?
go out somewhere and somebody knows it. So think about it. He would go out
And
somewhere
somebody
and they
gonna
go,
hurt his
"You
damn
got you one,
feelings.
huh?" And they gonna think
Hurt
when
his
he say
damn
you got you
feelings.
one, yeah, when they gonna think that like,
Listen.
oh, you got you one, and it's gonna be like, oh man, look, he told
And
his
she gonna
friends
cheat
he
on your
really
ass.
liked you, man. And when she find out, I
She
hope
gonna
she
do
goes.
you dirty. You
I
thought
hope
we
she
was
goes.
just anything, huh? You thought, oh, big girls don't cheat and ain't nobody gonna want me, huh? Yeah, all right. Like, and it sucks to say it like that because that's not my heart. You know what I'm saying, per se. But I'm just saying, like, how can you be so disrespectful to a woman and say, "Ain't nobody gonna want you but me. I love you." What? That don't even go hand in hand.
People do that.
It doesn't go hand in hand. So I say all of this to say that conversation or that back and forth that we had on social media, it inspired me to do something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I've never wanted anything more than to own something. Own something. I wanted to own something. I wanted something that I can say was mine. I put my hard work and my effort into it. And that conversation that I had with him made me start my own business because I made a comment. Yeah, that part. Because I responded to him and told him that, you know, a lot of y'all men aren't ready for the big girl energy. Like, hey, Mike, you get carried away, Mike. Oh, he finally got it.
Oh, I've been had that, but I just wanted to say we got companies over here, motherfuckers.
Yes, we do. That conversation inspired me to do something for myself, to benefit myself, and to be a spokesperson for all the big girl energy. Okay, like, and we not just talking about big girl energy, but big girl energy. Period. As women,
put your big girl panties on.
Yes, the big girl energy, bro. That's what it's about. Irritating me with all these sounds. But that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. I'm so excited. Oh, thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
My man pushed every button he had. He pushed
just go on mute, Mike. Just mute it from here. Thanks.
I didn't do the gunshots.
Oh God.
No, don't do that. No, this is not the type of situation.
No. Put that at the end. Put that at the end of the show.
You gave my idea. All right. But no, basically what I'm telling y'all is that I started a business. The business is called Big Girl Energy.
I'm so scared he didn't question you. Go ahead. Oh God.
No, I don't want to keep saying it because
But yes, you started a business. Oh.
I did. I started a business, and this business isn't just to benefit me, but it's to benefit the people around me, the women around me that got that same big girl energy or that needs help finding that big girl energy that they already have. They got to be able to pull it out, and they don't know how to. That's what this is for. This is like a big thing for me. It's my heart because I've been a big girl since I came out. I'm talking about since the sack broke. I've been big. Shit. I don't never remember being the average size for my age. I was always bigger than everybody else. I always have been. I was talked about. I was joned on, laughed at. I was all that. Like, I went through hell. And people, you know, I heard you earlier talking about, you know, the skin complexion and the dark. Mike had mentioned you was the darkest person on the show. I used to get picked on. Like, I laugh at it now with him, but I used to get picked on in school about being the lightest one. Like, I was the lightest one. Not the darkest one, but the lightest one.
Yeah.
Like, that shit used to, like, Casper and all that. Like, all the Twinkie.
I mean, I wouldn't take it that far.
I was called everything. I was called everything yellow, okay? Yellow and big. Yellow and big. And then, you know what? I started to embrace what they used to say. So one Halloween, I decided I was going to be the yellow M&M.
What?
Why would I do that? Just to go along with the joke. just to go along with the joke. And fuck if the joke wasn't still on me, bruh. Why did I do that? Because I was trying to own it, but I didn't like what they were saying about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't. So it was like, okay, well, maybe I don't need to own it. Maybe I need to change myself. Maybe I need to start acting like this. Maybe I need to look like this and dress like that. No, no. I need to own it. I need to own me. Don't be, you know what I'm saying, the butt of the joke. No, but own me. Yeah, I'm the lightest one, but I'm the pretty one. I'm one of the pretty ones. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the smart ones. I'm one of the intellectual ones. You know what I'm saying? I'm so many things. I'm so much more than that fat girl that can cook, that's gonna fuck you good. And that's not gonna cheat and ain't nobody gonna want my ass. I'm way more than that. So I'm sorry that, you know what I'm saying, I'm emotional about, you know what I'm saying, that comment per se, like in particular, that shit bothered me. Even if it was a joke, it bothered me. But because I own my shit, don't worry, because all the friends be in the DM, low key.
Ayo.
He done
Now, Mike, I
tried.
thought Mike was about to come
Two
through with
snaps.
You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
waiting for it.
Like, for real, all the friends been in the DM. Shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. But because I own my shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So this business is about, you know, owning your shit.
Hey.
This is something that I wanted to do. I wanted to own my shit. I own my shit. So now I own my shit and I gotta help other females. So what I'm gonna do is help other females promote their businesses on my page, on my website. You know what I'm saying? All of the people around me that I know is on their hustle. Yeah, because everybody is scamming. Everybody is selling something. Everybody is doing something. Somebody said that earlier today. It's true. But why not help each other? Why not? This shit is a whole movement. It's not just, oh, I want to get a website and start selling some shit. There'll be so many other things on there. I want to have, you know, well, in the works that I have going on right now, building a website where, you know, I have different hotlines you can call into, whether it's domestic violence hotlines or suicide hotlines, drug and alcohol abuse hotlines, or parenting hotlines, or anything, financial crisis hotlines. Like, I want those things to be available. It's an energy about us, but we gotta be in the know. We gotta know. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be in tune with self. If you feeling like, you know, you suicidal, you feeling like you in a situation you can't get out of and you need some help, all of that, I want to be able to provide that all on one page. You want to write in anonymously and you just want to, you know what I'm saying, spill your tea, you want advice on something, I want to be that person that receives it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's listening to this podcast right now, why can't we anonymously have a conversation about something? You want input, don't you? You want advice, don't you? It's 4 women right here that done been through all kinds of hell. You hear me? All kinds. But we right here. We right here and we talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I wanna have a website that does these things. I wanna have, you know what I'm saying? Of course I'm gonna sell my bathing suits for my big girl energy ladies. Of course I wanna, you know what I'm saying, do things like that as well. I wanna, you know, sell the t-shirts and do the face mask. I want to do a big ass photo shoot with a whole bunch of big girl energy women wearing their face mask, the big girl energy face mask. I want to do a whole lot of different things with a lot of different women because we got to be together on this. We got to own it. We got to own it. We got to help our sister own it. If she can't own her shit, whether she 2 pounds or 2,000 pounds, we got to own it. Whatever it is. I see too many people walking around here, too many women walking around here. And they're not owning their shit. And that's why those men come in and get to talk their shit about, you know, oh, I just want a fat girl because she's going to do this and that. That's why. We got to own our shit. We got to own our shit. Ladies, if you ain't going to do nothing about it, I mean, shit. At least own it.
And you know the man that Trinnie is referring to. If you know that man, Please, 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 ladies, and big girls, everybody, anybody who knows this man, everybody, smash this man, break his heart, go above and
Oh
beyond, go
God.
above and beyond. And then you know what? Then you know what, everybody, y'all ain't even got on smash him because it might not even be worth it. But if you can get him to send some, incriminating pictures of himself, then just go ahead and save those and get ready for
Oh
when
my
Trinnie comes in.
God.
There's a lot of ways we can go with this. There's a lot of ways we can go with that because you know what, you right. Because you know what, you just that guy that you can get that and do that to people, and you think that that's smooth. You think that's gonna be the vibe, right? I hope that this is just him talking some trash. I hope he does not really try to fulfill this. I really, really hope he
Well,
doesn't. But if he
he
does, he
said it was
deserves
a
every
joke.
piece of karma that will come with it. He
Yeah,
deserves
that's
every
never
piece
gonna
of
work for him though.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. He
that
said
is.
it was a joke. And he said that, he's not into little women. He likes mid-sized women. I don't know what that
What's his
is.
sign? What's his sign?
I don't
Do you know?
I don't know.
You see the way I was trying to get her to like, at least if she did that and did the birthdays, and we see whose birthday getting ready to come up or something. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
Nice one,
No,
Di.
I don't
Nice one.
remember.
Yeah, hey, yes, you saw us try to shoot your rock.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
I don't know. But no, I don't, and I didn't, speak on this to throw him under the bus per se, but just to, let it be known that, people got to be careful what they say out here. I mean, y'all could be telling these little jokes, but like one nigga posted on Facebook, let's normalize girls growing up in a home with a father. Excuse me? What about the girls like me whose father was murdered as a child, and I didn't have a choice but to grow up without? Yeah, I got daddy issues. I didn't have my dad. You know what I'm saying? People just telling jokes. They thought it was funny. Ha ha, boy, you crazy. Give me your phone. Ha ha. Nah, you offending people out here. The same way you offending with this, oh, I want a fat girlfriend. What if these, ladies start saying, oh, I want me a bony nigga. I want me a scrawny nigga. I want me a nigga with no
man, I can
money.
just boss around and tell that nigga what the fuck to do.
Yeah. Cause
that's typically how it works.
ain't no bitch gonna want him but me. So yeah, I'm gonna make him stay in the house with the kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what if we did that? What if we, treated you the same way that you treated us? But you the one looking for love though.
But he doing this for likes and for comments and everything else. So it's
Right.
cool. If he
You
really
looking for love though.
tries to fulfill this and everything, he will get every piece of karma that is coming towards him for that. I really hope that he's not, but it's gonna be somebody to sit there and try to entertain him. Or if anything, it might go ahead and get some girls to go ahead and knock him down just so they can sit there and go out their way to try to sit there and traumatize us. So yeah. It's cool.
But I feel like even with the big girl energy, can't let nobody traumatize us no more. Because we done seen all different type of men. You feel me? And a lot of times we do choose the wrong ones. So let's normalize choosing the right ones. Because everything that glitter ain't gold. You feel me? Everything that got a lot of money ain't cute. Everything that got 1,000 followers and all this other stuff, it ain't happening. Everything that, he dressed like this. No, that is a facade.
Every man that got gray sweatpants ain't the one. Yes.
Ain't the one at all. No.
Definitely the twos, but we're gonna skip around that.
Oh my God.
And women have to stop allowing for these men, because a lot of men I hear a lot of time they say, oh, we got our guard up. But that is why, because women are tired of half-ass steppers.
Thanks.
Because that little pink toy I just ordered, you feel me? I could just do that without the headache. Like, I'm a big fan of like not leading people on. Like, we have to stop leading people on. And us as women, we can't take the D and then be like, nope. Normalize the one night stand. Normalize casual sex. Like, just normalize it. He cute, he this, he that, but he's not the one.
Maybe might get you a sneaky link to love. Go ahead.
Yeah, but he's not that one. You know what I'm saying? You knew he wasn't the one when you seen his weed habit. Nigga smoking 7 grams a day. You knew he wasn't the one because he's doing stuff he ain't got no business doing. But women still go after certain types of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 years from now, where's he gonna be? Because if he's still on the block, I don't want no old ass nigga still on the block doing that stuff. Like it's not cute. You don't have an office or something. You ain't getting no Hugh Hefner house by now. Like, what are you doing?
The streets need him. They know him out here. Streets love.
Married to the streets, baby.
Yes.
Money over everything.
Well, let's move on over here to my segment right here. We're going to talk about the horoscopes. All right.
Yeah.
Please read mine.
Mike, where are you with the sound effects or something?
Oh, no. We good.
Have
He
some
already gearing up
bubbles.
the
Where's
gunshots.
the chimes?
He already gearing up the gunshots to the end. All right. Aries.
No, she just gave you some sound effects.
Oh, well, thank you so much for all that snazzy work of yours there, ma'am. All right, we're going to go with Aries. Aries, your fiery temperament can be very risky this week, especially when you add your favorite vice. Tread lightly. Taurus, your headstrong personality is cool. The only problem is you got to back that shit up. In the famous words of Mary from 227, don't worry, don't write a check that your ass can't cash. Gemini, people don't know what they're going to get from you this week. Hell, you don't know what you're going to get this week. Take 3 shots of Casamigos and figure it out in the morning.
Oh my
Cancer. Cancer, my beloved Cancer. You're a whole vibe. The world can feel that, but your self-sabotaging doubt can be the problem. Get out your head and go do something with yourself.
Oh my
Leo.
God.
Go away.
I gotta send that to somebody. Ooh.
Leo. Ooh, don't respond to that DM. That's gonna cost you things you can't afford to waste, like your time, your money, and your patience. Virgo, cry in the shower. Virgo, cry in the shower and come out renewed. No one will know. Libra, book that trip and be irresponsible for once. Scorpio, you're still letting everybody know you're a Scorpio. Just in case you didn't know, freaks come from all astrological signs. Round. And ew. Anyway, Sagittarius, take a week off from risky behavior this week. You gotta be tired. Capricorn.
Okay.
Capricorn, why try to fit in when you stand out? You're likable. No need for the extra razzle dazzle. Aquarius, you are so tough and present as such. That's why you're having issues with dating, boo-boo. Tone it down and you might be able to get a sneaky link session. Lastly, Pisces, don't stress yourself over issues that don't exist for attention. You want something to talk about? Go get your ass vaccinated. And that right there is my horoscopes.
Not you want to talk about something, we're gonna get vaccinated.
Go get vaccinated. Like, stop. Nobody has time for all the extras. I mean, no one has the time for all that. You want to do something, go ahead and go get yourself vaccinated.
That's
go ahead,
funny.
get yourself vaccinated. Do something. You want to talk about something, talk about what everybody else is doing. I went and got my shot on Saturday, thanks to my baby. So I got my shot. So about
which one you get?
I got the Moderna. Yes, I got the Moderna. So when I tell you, I went and got that, and this was before we did our photo shoot because we ain't discussed nothing about that, but that's cool. That's a whole nother topic, another day. But
no, I did mine Friday.
I did mine on Saturday, right before driving out there. And so I'm sitting there, I was getting a little dizzy, start feeling a little nauseous, and then me and Shantae went to Checkers, and I went and got an extra large. I got this extra large fry from Checkers.
We really need to do not buy the extra large fry.
If you have several children, get the extra large fry. They put it in a large cup, the large soda cup. All right. So you will have enough fries for all the children that are with you and still some for yourself. And then they had the nerve to throw extra in the bag at the bottom. I'm like, this is a lot of fries.
Those are the best ones.
They was trying to get some whole new grease and shit, so they were like, give them all the rest of it so we could just start over fresh.
I was sitting there like, it's so many fries. This is so many fries. Like, I looked and I was like, I didn't know it was
Yeah,
gonna be
their
this
extra
much.
large is way different than everybody else's. Like, they're some of the only people that still do an extra large, and
Listen,
it's like, what the hell?
their small cup is the same size as a McDonald's sweet tea.
Facts.
The difference. Oh God, sorry guys. The difference between the difference between Shantae's fries and mine was ridiculous. And then she was like, "You want an apple pie?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get it." I was like, "Man, I don't even." Once I saw that big cup of fries, I'm like, "I don't even want the apple pie. Just shit, because I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all this." I'm like, "I was. Were you that hungry, Dynasty? Were you that hungry?" Obviously, I was. But either way, all right. Well, our last segment of the show, our last segment is brought to you by Shekira, Shekira. Right there. Bam.
Yo, so, Mike, how are you?
I'm here.
Oh, don't sound so enthused.
Are you
Jeez.
okay?
I
Right,
know
do you
it's
need a
about to be
hug?
some
What's going
bullshit.
on?
I know it's about to be some
No,
bullshit.
it's not. It's actually a very good question. Are
Okay.
you ready?
I don't know what the question is.
All right. So, what was your best drop the mic moment?
In life?
In life, anything. Your best drop the mic moment.
Oh shit.
Yeah, threw you for a loop this week.
That's a good one.
He's almost speechless. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's trying to really think hard.
I mean, well, there's different moments for different things.
I know.
Like go-go
Right, it
is,
can be anything. It could be go-go, it could be your regular life, it could be work, anything.
um
I'm about to
wait,
say
well go-go I shouldn't say this. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. No, I'm not
you
gonna do
should.
that.
The more
No,
that you say no, the more we say yes.
no,
Go.
no. I don't want anybody to inherit my problems.
Do it,
So,
do it.
I'm good. I would say, damn, that's good.
Mike is speechless, and he says that we don't never give him a fair shot. Great.
No, this is a good one.
One for Shekira.
This is a good one. This ain't a freaky question, so this is a good one. This is actually a good one. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, I don't know, will that work? I don't know. I guess when they started using my ideas at work, that was like, all right, and then they started working. Actually, matter of fact, when recently, because okay, so a situation at work that happened was I came up with a plan for the social media team a while ago. Came up with a proposal and everything.
Facts.
And they gave it to someone else. And then that person told them kick rocks. And then they came back and asked me to run it. So that was kind of like a walk-off moment for work. Like, oh yeah, you need me help. And ever since then, we've been getting like good praise about the team and everything. So that's pretty good. Let's see.
Okay, big ups, Mike. We
I don't
see
know.
you.
I don't know. I damn. I don't know. Actually, no. When this documentary come out, that's what's gonna be my walk-off moment. When I drop the mic. That's what's gonna be when I drop this documentary. I'm not gonna talk about it on here, but yeah, when I drop this, that's what's gonna be it for me. At least for Mike T. At least I don't know what Michael Turner's moment would be.
When we went later on, I wanted to talk about that. About that. Sounds so cool.
What you mean?
Like I have some insight.
About what?
About your documentary.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, sure. Run it past me, sure. Yeah, but that joint's gonna be my. It's gonna be my. Yeah, people gonna be like, oh shit, I ain't know all that. Like just the little stuff that I've been putting off on Facebook, people don't know. Like.
Yes, so, and it's so much more, and it's actually very moving and beautiful.
Yeah, so that's
because I've done a lot of the research before, and it's like when I just was reading it, I was just baffled, like, wow.
Yeah, people ain't know these people was from Moe County. Moe being funny, but I don't know.
I can hold it. She's wild.
Yeah, she being funny.
And I was just baffled.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I
I
mean, I
guess.
was baffled because nobody really understands the history that lies in that county. And we just be like, oh, them people good out there. But it's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'm pretty sure he'll highlight that, but
Well,
there's a lot
that
of other issues as well that needs to be addressed. And hopefully that documentary helps with that.
the first part is the go-go part, and that part I'll be heavily involved in. The neighborhoods part, I'm not gonna be as involved in because I'm not a street dude. I'm from a hood, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna let them speak for themselves. So you know, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
it's
let people tell
more
the
than
story.
just about the hood itself.
Right.
It's about a lot of that land that's out there as well.
We get
And
left out,
knowing
man.
about that land and the history of that land and why certain streets are named like that and why they still have a Baptist church in certain places.
Yeah, we get left out of everything. We get left out of everything in Moe County. They talk about go-go. They don't talk about us at all. They don't talk about us at all. Meanwhile, everybody made some money out in Montgomery County in go-go. So, you know.
Definitely did. And also, I'm talking about like when you bring out a whole nother crowd of people that want to hear you play.
Yeah.
Man, Montgomery County got a whole rock of Negroes up in that thing, honey. Okay.
Yeah, none of our shows be duds. I'm not gonna say every show, but majority of the shows that's out in Montgomery County, and ain't been one in a long time, but majority of them just be packed. The bands have fun. You know what I'm saying? We just don't get brought up at like I was John mad about the PG doc, but I got it. It was a PG doc. But a lot of them cats played ball in Montgomery County. Like KD played for the Silver Spring Blue Devils, and he went to Montrose Christian, but it was not a mention about that at all. So, you know, it is what it is. But we're gonna get this thing out there, and we're gonna hopefully
Yeah, you
people
gotta show
enjoy it.
love to Moco, man, because they be trying to make it seem like Moco ain't shit. Like, nah, stop playing with Montgomery County like that, honey.
But I think we don't care no more. Like it was a
Oh
it
no,
was
I don't think Montgomery County cares because y'all know what it is. So when you know what it
yeah.
is, you don't gotta flex or do none of that. You just be like, okay.
My era cared. My era cared. Well, my age group, we cared. Like we had a chip on our shoulder, so we just cared. But these youngins, they don't care. They don't care at all. They'll do whatever. So yeah, man. But that's the answer to your question. That was a good question.
That was a great answer. I'm looking forward to this documentary.
That
Hey,
was amazing.
you might be in it.
Oh,
Yeah, you
You
might.
might.
Yeah, you might.
Talking to you, Mike.
I don't know. I gotta see. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do it from like different aspects. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
I
I was
told
about to
you.
say because I ain't playing not nobody's band.
But you was a fan.
I sure was
All right.
front row, front and center.
Like people don't know Model Walk honeys are from Montgomery County. Or Two Cute Honeys is from Montgomery County. They don't know that those two crews were from Montgomery County. And they used to get put on the hardest in the go-go for at a certain period of time.
Model walk.
They had a whole damn song, right? So, you know, it is what it is. The people come out here and mess with our women, mess up our clubs, mess up our shit, and then roll out. So, it is what it is.
Understood.
oh, all righty. Well, that sounds like that is that for this episode of Facts. Mo, I believe you had a poem to take us out with, honey. Or was it a
Yes, I
Jewish
do.
rule? Oh, you
Give me
do?
one
Okay, here we
second.
go.
My computer's
Okay, not a
loading.
problem. Not a problem, honey, not a problem. The show is brought to you by 613 Productions, 613 Faye, DMV here on the YouTube. You can follow us also on Faye, 613
It ain't that
Productions.
easy, huh?
Yeah, look, man, there's a lot of things going on. Yes, it's not 613 Productions. That's up there on the tick of the talk. Also, 613 Faye DMV on Instagram. You can also follow same name on the Facebook. And I believe is it the same name on the Twitter?
It's just 613 Faye on Twitter.
on the Twitter. Don't forget to also support the rest of the podcasts that we have here on the network. We've got the Four Corners of Wrestling, and we've got the Tony Cash's
Tony
Game Show.
Cash.
We got another
You
one
ready, Mom?
coming.
Yes. I'm excited.
If I could say the one from Love Jones, I would.
What poem are you talking about?
Any of them.
No, y'all tell them. No, Mike got to do the poem from ATL. Mike got to do the poem from ATL.
See, I thought this was going to end with, you guys giving me, saying, yeah, Mike, we proud of you. And then you want to have me do that shit?
I'm sorry, Mike. We are so proud of you and the accomplishments.
No.
Here we go for disrespect.
No. Mo, do your poem. Take us out. We is not about to get on mic for 30 minutes. It is late. Well, actually, it's early in the morning. It's early in the morning right now. Well, I don't know. I don't think people know what time it is. I don't know what time it is.
We're not gonna say, but if they knew, they would understand that. No, we just about to be it.
Yeah, so y'all not about to bake me for 30 minutes. No.
I ain't got 30 minutes to give you. I don't. Look,
okay, we're not gonna go on you for 30 minutes.
Go ahead and mute.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all.
And unmute.
Mike,
So we're gonna do our last poem, song, tribute, musical to no other than Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh, Lord.
Entitled "Pick Up Your Feelings." Dedicating this poem to all of the Americans who are in a funk right now. Pick up our feelings and go on. Stop trying to take the lady off the Aunt Jemima syrup and all this other stuff. You said I've been acting different. Yeah. Funny how I flipped the script on you when you the one who's double dipping. Yeah. You so sloppy. How I caught you slipping. You're off the lease. Run me my keys. No more popping up to hit it. Yeah. I ain't got the mouths to trip on you. Jasmine Sullivan, pick up your feelings. So I dedicate that to everybody. We gotta pick up our feelings. Ooh, just pick it up, okay?
Yeah. So just pick it up. Okay.
Big facts. Yeah.
Yep. No, big facts, because we as people have been a little bit too emotional about the wrong things. We got to put that energy, that big girl energy, somewhere else. You feel me? Can't allow for the small things to consume us.
Yes, ma'am.
You got to put your steel toes on. You got to put your steel toes on.
Definitely. You got to put your steel toes on and keep on moving.
And your keys, man. And your keys. You got to
have your keys with you. Oh, what's up?
All right, so
that's that on that, and you watch Facts.
Okay. Good night. Good morning.
Oh, what's up?